That place was jumping though. He did Netflix special. Yeah. What? I don't know. I'll tell you what time it ended. I didn't have my phone. I don't know what time it started. Yeah. No sense of time at all. We just in there. We just stuck. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you went fine with the watch. You went fine with the watch. But I mean, it was cool though. I mean, it was cool. Like it was electric, man. He was electric. He made fun of crippled people. He's like, all right, I won't make fun of transgenders. I'll make fun of cripples. He made fun of that. Who's that? Who's that senator that got shot? Was it like a senator or like a somebody in Congress that got shot or something? Yeah, or like fell or something happened to him. Something happened to him where they had like he made fun of them. And well, he didn't make fun of Mitch McConnell, but he made fun of one of the senators getting hurt, and somebody and half the crowd started cheering. But it was cool because he's because like he lives in Ohio, so he was like giving a lot of like Ohio based jokes, which is actually kind of yeah, it was cool. And he's doing his special here. The Browns had an entire row, a whole section was like dedicated to the Browns right there. He made fun of mentally ill people. It was funny, man. He was on stage like this. He kept on doing it too. Like he was like, oh, he said that was bad. What about this? It comes out January 31st. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix, man. He putting that thing on Netflix, man. That was funny. That was great. You ready, Cal? That was great, man. That was a good time. It's one of those story, bitch. You always sit here and hear me rag about the Bengals, rag against the Bengals. What time are we here? Oh, what time? What time is Sunny doing reunion? 2 to 9. I might stop in for a little bit. Man, Mom, I just want to let you know, Youngstown win this game. I mean, Youngstown is like one of the best teams in FCS, though. Like they have a good football team. They're not scrub. Yeah. The FCS is like a completely different level. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like Ohio State's making fun of these, man. Yes, that's 3-0. Oh my God, you're doing this. Yeah, let's go, Youngstown. Yeah. Well, I bet the spread, so I'm hoping that they're not competitive. It's automata, mom. We all go Penguins. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's go Penguins. So white, man. Oh, he's so white that I'm talking to my white friend who went to OU about how white OU is, and he's just like, yeah. Like I'm not lying here. 92% to be exact. Man, that must be stressful. We're not recording, are we? Yeah, that sounds stressful. That sounds stressful. That is actually sounds stressful. I just think, yeah, I'm ready. I'm more ready. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll, baby. Go Penguins, baby. Damn, did they hear that? No, welcome to the Battle of Ohio podcast. Ignore everything I was saying. So it has been. Okay. hopefully, I didn't say anything too damning. Ohio State have not lost to Ohio school in 46 tries. Come on, Youngstown State. Come on, Penguins.
So how do I live chat?
But no, I have no idea what the chat says. What the chat said? What the saying in the chat? All right, cool. That's fine. I just let you tell me what's going on within the comment section. Not realizing it. Good thing they didn't say anything personal, but I think I hope they didn't hear the Dave Chappelle stand up bit. Well, I made fun. I made fun. If look, let me say this. I wasn't making fun of. I didn't make fun of cripples. I was just reciting what somebody else said. Somebody else made fun of cripples. It's really messed up. I was quoting Dave Chappelle. I was quoting Dave Chappelle. I was sure that make it better for. The 100s, man. That's a hell of a amount of times. Damn, that's a lot. Yep. Yep. Yeah, good shit. You go ahead then, though. Because Pittsburgh still sucks. Pittsburgh still sucks, and you always will suck. See you in 2 weeks, Pittsburgh. It's good to do that. Da 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 da. The historical rivalry between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mhm. Yeah, it is. So y'all calling me handsome in the comments? I just can't tell. Is it?
I can actually change the oh shit. I might have messed that up.
Where's you? Are we not on air anymore? Okay. Oh, but you got me reciting Dave Chappelle's stand up loud and clear, so I can just get canceled before I even get started. I hate you for that. Mm. March 8th. Cleveland, Cleveland. Yep. Mhm. The Browns are the Browns. You know, it's just a low blow, man. It's a low blow. But see, that's just. I think what that is, that comment is that like the Browns have been getting made fun of for so long. We're just numb to it at this point. So it's just like, fine, whatever, dude. I mean, we're not obviously we don't believe that we don't like it, and we don't subscribe to it or whatever. But the way we see it at this point is that we have something to prove this year, and we're going to prove it no matter what. and that just adds fuel to remember what we're aiming to do. We're aiming to prove everybody that we're not the same old Browns. That's the goal this year. So when people say that, it just reminds us, hey, this is what our mission is this year. We're out to prove that y'all not gonna bully us this year. Late March. Hey, he might be hurt for the day. He might not be. Yeah, he might. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. Oh yeah, no, dude, no, dude. Our defense is gonna be good this year. That's why I do. Dude, they're gonna be really good this year. That's why I've been chill. That's why I've been chill. That's why I've been saying what I've been saying on Facebook because I'm very like, look, I've been saying, look, yeah, dude. That's why I've been so cocky. That's why I've been like so like. That's why I've been saying what I've been saying. The Browns are gonna be good. The Browns are gonna be good, man. The Browns are gonna be good, man. Here's the thing. You add, yeah, yeah, mid, yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty good this year. The defense is gonna be pretty good this year. Um, it's just it comes down to it's gonna come down to what the offense look like. I know you're very I don't know like I don't want to put words in your mouth. I know you don't think you think that Watson could be good. You don't think that he would be back to where he had the opportunity to be, if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't know. What's your take on Watson? Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, we're gonna see. Um, man, y'all got freaking Dimitri Felton. I like him. Yeah, I think I think Watson looked good preseason. He looked good during the he looked good during training camp. Watson looks good, man. Watson looks good. It might be fireworks tomorrow. It's gonna be a good game. I think the Browns are gonna be good this year. So we'll like go ahead. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Mm, yeah, it's 50-50 right now. Mm, Yeah, yeah. Well, one Thornhill might give it a go. He might. From what I was hearing, it's 50-50. Um, it was the last day. He's just trying to. Right now, it's not about rep. They think that he looks fine rep wise. Just trying to get him more or less healthy. Is what Daryl Ryder pretty much broke down. It was like, yeah, it was he looked like he was hurt. It's 50-50 chance. So we'll see about Juan Thornhill. I said 50-50. We'll see. We'll see. I can't give you an answer definitively. So hopefully he goes, especially against Joe Burrow. What's up, Mikey? We didn't know we were live. We didn't know we were being recorded. So just ignore everything that was said. Nothing was said. I have an idea. How's Joe Burrow looking, man? Come off that injury. Yeah, he's come off an injury. Uh, No, I mean, yeah, quarterbacks, mix time and practice, and they just come back and they're just primed and ready to just jump back in action after missing a whole bunch of time in practice. That's a sarcastic remark if I ever heard one. Time in practice. Someone call 911. Show they get endo, they call their dance slow. Someone call 911. What else did he say? Yeah. What else did he say? What else did he say? The world would never know. The world. Well, I mean, somebody just go on YouTube and figure out. Yeah, just go on YouTube. Yeah, you see on YouTube. I like this camera. This camera makes me look handsome. What up, handsome? What up, handsome? Sometimes y'all just gotta look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself y'all handsome. Else, you are in the middle of a show. I can't spend too much time looking at myself, telling myself I look handsome. uh, Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He, yeah, he'd be fine. He's been training. He's been. I would start watching. I would start watching. I'm letting y'all know. I would start watching. I'm letting y'all know. I would start watching. I'm just letting y'all know that now. You're gonna see. But yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Actually, I would start Chubb. I would start. Man. Elijah Moore. Dude, Kyle, look, man, I don't. I don't at all. Like, I don't at all. I think there's going to be points. Okay, look, let me say this. The Browns are going to score a lot of points tomorrow. I'm going to be like, the Browns are going to score a lot of points. Barrow got it. Barrow's going to bring it. But I'm just letting you know, the Browns are going to be amped up tomorrow. And I say that because there's been a lot of emphasis on preparing for this game. And I don't mean there was a lot of emphasis preparing for this game, like since like a couple weeks ago. I mean, like they've been talking about this game since freaking April, bro. Or whenever the schedule dropped. Whenever the schedule dropped, they've been talking about this game. Like we got to be ready for the Bengals week 1. And I know that's cliche. Every locker room does it. No, like they've been like, we got to start this year off 1-0. Like it is like the 10 deadly sins type shit, man. Like, we got to start the season off strong. It's a big priority because we need to rebound with the Watson trade is a big thing, but they got to make sure all the kicks and everything in the offense is running. That offense looked good during the preseason, man. I know it's preseason, but I mean like the what I look for in the preseason is I look for organization and stability. So like the eye test basically, like what does it look like? Like is it like cohesive? Is everything function right? So like is everybody in the right spots? Is there chemistry and does everything look in order? Watson, Kevin Stancy looked like they had a good understanding of each other, and the receivers looked like they were cohesive with each other. Like everything was structured. So that's there. Watson, my biggest thing about Watson last year was he had ruts. It looks like a lot of that rust and those shakes is kind of shaking off, and he has kind of his confidence back. Man, they want to score some points tomorrow, bro. They want What you say? All right. Ah, nah. Yeah, you're the one that can't hear. Ah, see? Yeah.
Unmute. Okay, now I have all this feedback in my microphone.
Yeah, nobody probably hear the feedback. Look.
But you could hear me just fine, right? Oh, bye, Thomas. Where did Thomas go? But hopefully he comes back. Okay. Well, anyway, is Kyle me? Yeah, now you can hear me. Okay, yeah. So, just a heads up, Galadese. I'm gonna take this out until Thomas comes back. Just a heads up, Galadese. The issue is that we've completely abandoned StreamYard at this point. So we've completely switched over to OBS now, and some of the stuff is not really functioning the way
All right, I had to move. I'm sorry, I had to move.
So in particular, right now, when I'm talking, like when I have my headphones in, because I can only hear Thomas when I have my headphones in. The problem is I can also hear my own voice echoed when Thomas is in. So I might have to just like do this because like I if I hear my own voice, I can barely like it slows me down. It messes up my brain. So yeah, that's why I have my own audio muted. I wonder how I can fix that. I don't know.
Shady's back, fellow friend. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine now.
All right, cool.
Okay. Yeah, it was quite an impassioned talk, Galadese. So to reiterate my whole thing, because apparently nobody could hear me. This is the 134th Battle of Ohio podcast.
You had your thing on mute.
We had the one from the other day that didn't happen, and then I just ended up streaming. This is the real one, and it's for the 100th Battle of Ohio. So we're here. We're talking Bengals Browns, and Jamar Chase has kind of fanned the flames quite a bit. So me and Thomas are basically here to get a lot of that tension out.
Yeah, y'all about to lose, man. Y'all going down, Cincinnati. You're going down, Cincinnati. It's going down in the land. It's going down in the land. Let's go, Browns. No, I'm telling y'all, you got to score. Y'all got to score points, man. I know it's the beginning of the week. I'm telling you, the Browns are going to score some points, bro. The Browns are going to score some points on Sunday. And you can believe me. You can not believe me. It's going to happen.
I don't think either team is going to score a lot of points. I think it's going to be like a 21-17 type game, to be honest.
If Juan Thornhill isn't playing, I think it's going to be in the high 20s, 30s.
Well, if Juan Thornhill doesn't play, then that doesn't change at all how the Bengals defense is going to operate.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The Browns going to score late 20s, 30 points. The Browns will score at least 28 points. Take it to FanDuel.
Galadese says, I think the Browns are going to score 3 points.
There you go.
I like that. He also got a good suggestion here. It says, we need a custom trophy for this game. So that'd be a fun idea.
When's the last time y'all did not allow a touchdown from Nick Chubb?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if we ever have.
So y'all can't even stop Nick Chubb, man. So what happens if Watson does his thing?
Well, if Watson does his thing, it's gonna be tough. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's going to against this defense. As far as Nick Chubb goes, I mean, we'll see.
No,
But like in the past, what has happened is we've had some sort of catastrophic thing happen, and the passing game just does something crazy, and then we can't focus on Nick Chubb. So it's
they
it's going
always
to
struggle in the
depend.
first couple of weeks anyway.
Okay, so it looks like more often than not, we've actually prevented Nick Chubb from getting a touchdown, in games like this.
No,
So
the more you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total games that Nick Chubb has participated in. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that he hasn't scored a touchdown. And so the most recent game, he didn't score a touchdown.
How many yards did he run for?
34.
34. Oh, for real. Oh,
Yeah, so we actually stopped him pretty well last game.
Oh, you know what it was? That was the game they were trying to. They were trying to get Watson acclimated. That was the game they were trying to get Watson acclimated still.
Yes, but he still had 14 attempts. And the last time that he had 14 attempts against the Bengals, he had 137 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, look at that. So y'all did stop him last time.
Yeah, we did a pretty decent job against him last time. And then there was also actually no, that's literally the best we've ever done against Nick Chubb.
Look. This is what I'm saying. Y'all gonna need a really. Joe Burrow's gonna bring it. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a lot of points scored. Joe Burrow got to score points. And he will score points. I'm telling you, man, the Browns are gonna score points.
Joe Burrow doesn't always score points. He just tends to score points in clutch moments.
Like I'm not knocking Joe Burrow at all. Don't get me wrong, because I like Joe Burrow.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just being honest.
The Browns are gonna score a lot of points tomorrow because I think for one, Kevin Stefanski had a top 5 offense with Jacoby Brissett on it. He's gonna if he can maximize Baker Mayfield's talent, and if he can maximize Jacoby Brissett's talent, he's gonna maximize Deshaun Watson's talent. He maximized every single quarterback he ever coached talent. Every single quarterback that he ever coached had their best season with him. Every single one. Why can't I think that he can't maximize Deshaun Watson's talent? Because it's the Browns. Is that the reason? Y'all got? Because Deshaun Watson's talent went down the magic fairy water hole, but Deshaun Watson got no more talent. I know how funny he's like, Kyle. I'm telling you, man. Just be prepared, man. Be prepared.
Okay, so I will address that in a second, but Galladees has a suggestion. We should make a statue of Paul Brown and have that be the trophy. So, like, whenever the Browns win, I have to send the trophy to you, and whenever the Bengals win, you have to send the trophy to me.
Nah, we should do Paul Brown. We should like O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson?
Make it a little more fun. Yeah, of course.
What does he have to do with the Bengals or Browns?
He's the juice.
He played for the Bills.
And when he's loose, don't let the juice get loose.
So, we had a good conversation over text the other day, or maybe it was yesterday. I can't quite remember, but it was predictions, which we should actually probably go ahead and do. I've already put out a video predicting what the Bengals record's going to be this year, and I think I came to when I broke down all of the games, I came to 14-3, and then I said realistically probably more like 13-4 because there's going to be one weird game in there. So before we get to the Browns, why don't you tell me what you think the Bengals record's going to be this year?
I think the Bengals going to go. I think 12 wins. I think the Bengals going to hit 12 wins. I think what's going to happen is you guys are going to have a slow start to the season. I think like the first 3 or 4 games, you guys might have like 1 or 2 wins, similar to what I did last year. It's just a pattern. I don't really think. I'm still not too high on Zach Taylor. I know you're higher on Zach Taylor than a lot of people. I still think that I'm not too high on Zach Taylor, honestly. And I think one of the things that Zach Taylor has done that I think that really hindered y'all is that he hasn't been able to get off to a hot start this season. And I don't really think I haven't looked at the Bengals season yet, but I just think that Joe Burrow getting hurt in the offseason, he's fine. I think Joe Burrow going to be fine. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really want to tiptoe this line because I think Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. I just think take him out, not practicing during the preseason and coming off an injury, difficult sometimes. There's obstacles there. So I think that might start off a little slow. But y'all want to catch yourselves, and then y'all probably going to land on your feet. You go on like one of those crazy win streaks, probably like 7 or 8 in a row, something crazy like that. And then y'all probably end with like 12 wins. I think the last game of the season is going to be for the Battle of Ohio, for the division.
Okay, so I just want to get something clear. You think we're going to get off to a slow start to the season when 3 of our first 5 games are against the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Titans?
Okay. No, y'all won't get off to a slow start.
We should slaughter all 3 of those. Now, we can talk about. We're going to disagree on the first game of the season.
I didn't look at their schedule. I was just going off the passage. If that's what y'all plan, no, you're not going to go off to a slow start. But I still think you're going to probably scoop around 12 minutes.
Yeah. I'm thinking 13, and then like I said, when I broke down the schedule, I saw 14 wins, but I can't. It's hard for me to be like they're gonna win 14 games, and that's such a hard thing to genuinely expect.
Y'all gonna lose games y'all shouldn't lose, and gonna win games.
Exactly.
Y'all won the best team in the league, so y'all should win every game. But y'all gonna lose some games. Like y'all gonna trip up, man.
The only game I think that we should lose this year, like, I don't think we will, but I think the one game that we should be like favored to lose in the game is against the Chiefs.
We won.
No. Shut up.
Look at me coming. The Browns and the Bengals are the best 2 teams in the AFC North. It's a fact.
It's true.
I y'all better run down for the Browns.
Yeah,
y'all tripping. Tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
I think
they're good.
I think you might be right. Now, early on, you want to talk about history and the way things have gone in the past. I actually think early in the season, I think the Ravens will be a really competitive team, and then they'll fall off near the end.
They'll fall off as the season goes off.
Like they always.
You know what's crazy about that, Kyle? Is all right. Fuck. I hate that I'm going to do this. Kyle, I want to say this, and I'm very mad about this because it shouldn't be this. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are the 3rd best team in the division. I think the Ravens are the worst team in the division.
I don't agree with that at all.
No, you know what it is, Kyle, honestly? Is that Lamar Jackson cannot pass the ball. And
he's not great at it, but it's not just about Lamar Jackson though. Like Lamar Jackson might be the worst passer in the division, but that doesn't mean the Ravens are the worst.
I just think the Ravens kind of the Ravens are kind of trapped, and I just think it's hilarious because I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, it sounds fine. So you got J.K. Dobbs, who's probably going to be good, probably a solid running back, but he's coming off a major injury, so he had time to come back from injury. It's going to be fine, okay. We got Odell Beckham, supposed to be their speedy wide receiver, coming off a major injury. We should be fine. Lamar Jackson, their quarterback, very good, coming off an injury. And then you think about how they added all these receivers to their offense, and they're trying to turn Lamar Jackson into a passing quarterback. Let's give him all these receivers. So Lamar Jackson, the thing that he struggles with the most is passing the ball. And then we talk about what our problem is with running backs who run a lot. Is the biggest fear for running backs who run a lot is injury. What has Lamar Jackson been in the last couple of years? And he's only getting older. He's only getting older. That dude takes a lot of hits, man. That dude takes a lot of hits, bro.
Yes,
He takes a
the
lot of
strength
hits.
of their team might be their offensive line.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I just don't. If the Ravens are going to be good, I just think that if the Ravens try to beat you by the pass, they're shooting themselves on their own foot, which I think is ironic because your quarterback should be able to throw the ball. And Lamar Jackson has become a worse quarterback passing the ball year after year after year.
That's fair.
It's statistically proven.
Yeah, it has been. Yes, I agree with that. Real quick, I want to address some of the comments that popped up in the chat, and then I think we should get into our prediction segment.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can start a pick'em league like on the spot right now.
Yeah, start pick'em league.
Yeah, that way because I said I wanted to do that this year. So I'm
start pick'em. Let's do pick'em league. Yeah, everybody join our pickup league right now. Hey, message.
Yeah, as I am creating it.
Message that motherfuckers.
Okay.
By the way, guys, I went to go see Chappelle last night. He was funny. Dave Chappelle, he's on tour. Go see him, man. He did it.
Yeah, hear all about Thomas's thoughts on Dave Chappelle by listening to the beginning of this episode.
Hey, no, don't do that. Don't get me canceled, though. Don't get me canceled. Okay. Dude, it was funny. I'm sorry, man. It was funny, man. Oh man, that was probably one of the funniest things, man. He did like, dude. When I tell you, like, you know how people are saying, "Oh, stand up is so not funny anymore because comedians are afraid to give jokes." Man, Chappelle didn't give a fuck last night, man. He was unhinged. Everybody was getting this straight, man. I mean, everybody. It was funny. It'll be on Netflix January 31st. It'll be on Netflix January 31st.
Okay, so so I got it created. Thomas, can you go? I put in the chat the link to the Pick'em group. So if you could, you don't have to go make your picks right now because you have until tomorrow. But if you could go sign up for that.
Yeah, well, here let me get a paper so I can write down who I picked to win.
Yeah. We won't count the Lions Chiefs game because obviously it already happened. Okay. But I do want to point out that I was on record on this channel, and also people in real life can vouch for me for this too. But I picked the Lions to win, so I'm going to graciously give you guys that so that you
I picked the Chiefs.
Don't get immediately behind me. But I just want to point out I picked the Lions.
Oh well, fuck you.
Okay, so anyway, to catch up with these comments, Ryan, I really wanted to address your comment because I did see Tom Grossi's AFC North sketch, and it was by far his best work, and it was fucking hilarious. Thomas, I know you're not you don't watch a lot of Tom Grossi, but you go watch Tom Grossi's AFC North, AFC North fans' reaction to the offseason. He does it in this reality style, comedy style, and he did a really good job of portraying Bengals fans, Browns fans, Ravens fans, and Steelers fans. It was fucking hilarious.
I'll check it out. Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I definitely check it
and
out. I'm really excited about
it. The Bengals fan and the Browns fan interact more kind of like you and me do, where we talk trash, but we have a healthy respect for each other. And then they're just both shitting all over the Ravens fan. It's fun.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Oh boy.
Pittsburgh.
Burrow has proven how he handles injuries. That's true. But he's also proven that if he has injuries in the offseason, he gets off the slow starts, to Thomas's point.
Yeah.
I
mean, again, I'm not shitting on the Bengals. I think the Bengals will be a good team this year. I'm not shitting on the Bengals at all time. Trust me. One thing, I think the Bengals' biggest weakness is Zach Taylor.
Yeah. All right. And then Galladees said, be careful with your predictions because the Lions just beat the Chiefs. Again, I picked the Lions. Just saying. And that was before I knew Travis Kelce was out. I knew he was questionable, but we knew Chris Jones was out, but I didn't even know Travis Kelce was going to be out. And I said the Lions would win. And my thing is because I think it's like the difference between Matt Nagy and Eric Bieniemy. I think that's what's going to be getting the Chiefs' way this year. It's not that they didn't have. I mean, maybe Kadarius Toney dropping the ball all the time didn't help. But it wasn't necessarily Travis Kelce's absence because Mahomes was still Mahomes. I think the issue is that Matt Nagy is not really like the greatest offensive coordinator in the world for a Patrick Mahomes style of quarterback. Because you've seen he's had his successes with guys like Andy Dalton and relative success with Andy Dalton. But like his big success was with Alex Smith. But he like Patrick Mahomes was benched, he was the backup quarterback the year that Matt Nagy was there. And they went to Chicago and he was awful with Mitch Trubisky. Had a little bit of success with Andy Dalton and just basically didn't do a damn thing with Justin Fields. So I think Matt Nagy is just not really meant for a Patrick Mahomes style of quarterback. So I think that might get in their way this year. Okay. And then here in the chat is the link to join the Pick'em League. So go in, pick your things for each week. And if you miss it this week, you can go next week and, you won't be behind or anything like that because I think it averages the points. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you can compete no matter when throughout the season. So, but we're going to start now. So, like I said, we're going to the Lions-Chiefs game is free because we didn't get to that beforehand. But so I guess we're just going to go in order here. As always, I'll save the AFC North games for the end. So we're going to start with Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. So who you got, Thomas?
Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Okay. I'm going to go with the Panthers. I think Baker Mayfield is no, wait, hold on. Baker Mayfield don't play with the Panthers anymore. Who plays with the Panthers now?
He's the starter for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's right. They went out and got Bryce Young. See, so how to connect the NFL. I know. That was a horrible take, guys. Let me restart.
You don't like Bryce Young?
I do.
I thought C.J. Stroud was a bad pick.
I don't know. It's the height that bothers me.
Tell that to Russell Wilson and Drew Brees.
Yeah, it's just that the problem was that I was getting so much shit about Baker Mayfield and his height. So you know what? I'm giving you shit, Carolina. There's another example.
Baker Mayfield's short, and he was good for the team he was drafted to.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, don't forget to actually make your picks in the thing.
Yeah, too much newness.
Yeah.
Too much newness. In fact, let me hear. I'll make sure. I'm going to go Falcons. Write it down.
So I'm going to go ahead and say, the Pick'em group's private. What the hell?
Yeah, why are you
I'll try to
take private, man?
Sorry, Galladees. Galladees says, as a Saints fan, I choose the Falcons. So why?
There you go. I'm checking that.
Don't Saints fans have more of a problem with the Falcons? I don't know. Okay, so how do I change this to? I thought I made it public.
Yeah,
this is great content, by the way. Like we're just trying to like figure stuff out in the middle of the stream, which has been a lot of my streams.
Yeah,
I should probably be more prepared.
Yeah, man, come on, man, be prepared. To quote the great Scar from what's it called? Lion King. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yeah, that scene was actually kind of controversial.
What?
That scene's actually very controversial.
What's controversial?
The scene for Be Prepared.
Oh, why?
Because it's like it got like it gives off like vibes of like a certain dictator from the 30s, 40s.
Okay.
People
you think it
like,
gives off Hitler vibes?
Like,
okay,
yeah,
so
man, what's up with Disney in that, man?
the league should be public now. So I think I fixed that.
Y'all ever watch what's it called? What's that shit? What's that movie called? Toy Story 3? Y'all watch Toy Story 3? That's messed up what Disney doing Toy Story 3, man. Like, how y'all gonna do that, man? Like, come on. It was very bad. If you know, you know. That's all we're gonna talk about. You ain't getting me Kyrie Irving.
The dirty birds are better than the black cats. Hyenas.
Y'all know. Y'all in the comment section know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I see that. I can see that. All right. So anyway, to get back to the picks, so you're picking the Falcons.
Yep.
I don't know. I think these teams are both gonna be bad.
Yeah, I think they're both gonna be bad. I think
this division is going to come down to the Buccaneers and the Saints, honestly. And I don't think it's going to be a good division.
Yeah, that's what they're going to be between the Buccaneers and the Saints.
Yeah,
so I think
I don't think the Saints are going to be great this year either. So it's probably going to be the Bucs again. But between these two teams, I think I agree with you. I think Atlanta's a little farther ahead than the Panthers are, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Falcons.
Good.
Like you said, there's too much newness for the Panthers, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but I just think at least for week one, the Falcons will be a little bit more concise. All right, so we're going to go ahead and skip. We're going to go ahead and skip this game, and do that at the very end. Although I don't think we need to, because we both know who we're going to pick. But
yep.
All right, so
I'm picking Team Jason. Jaguars and Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Jags.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, who's playing home? Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. The Colts are a mess. The Colts are a mess, dude.
Well, Jags. I think Anthony Richardson's going to be better than the Colts have had at the very least. He's not going to be like the next big time Lamar Jackson kind of game changer for a team, but I do think he's going to be the best quarterback that the Colts have had since Peyton Manning. Since Andrew Luck.
How about to say?
Yeah, obviously Andrew Luck is a different thing, but I do think the Colts will be competitive. I just think the Jaguars are going to be really good this year. Your picks transferred over to the Jaguars League. Well, there you go. Yep, Jags. I agree. This one, I think this one's pretty easy. And the ESPN has 94% of people are picking the Jaguars and 6% of people pick the Colts. So I think this one's pretty obvious.
Damn, we said 6.
Yeah. Okay, so next game, which by the way also has a very disparate pick spread that I think I'm actually going to go against on this one. But I'll let you start. So we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Minnesota to play the Vikings.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing Minnesota Vikings. Give me the upset with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year.
I agree. I do not believe in the Vikings at all.
I hate you. Why are you agreeing with me?
Yeah. But I had that pick before you said that, though.
But
I think the Buccaneers are. Well, the issue that for everybody, I think, is the fact that Tom Brady's not there anymore. But I think Baker Mayfield's pretty good. So
I think Baker Mayfield's going to be pretty good. I think Baker Mayfield's going to be really good. Yeah.
And I also think the Vikings are worse than they were last year. And last year, the only reason they won games is because they just had this weird luck.
Well, yeah. Yes. Baker Mayfield proved that he beat the Vikings. The Vikings lost a lot of players. Thank you for all those players you guys gave us, Vikings. On defense, I think Baker Mayfield, he's coming. Baker Mayfield's a veteran now. I think he's going to look good this year. I really think he's going to have a good season. I'm really excited about it.
You know
he's
what?
in a new climate.
No, continue. I just had something else to say.
No, I just really think that, I mean, Tampa Bay, you have Tom Brady. Sometimes having a winning player in an organization helps turn around an organization. A player like Tom Brady, especially, can turn around a whole organization. I think, just look at what LeBron did for the Cavs. Like the Cavs, after we lost LeBron the second time, we kept the winning culture that he created, and there's more stability around. And Tampa Bay seems pretty confident about Baker Mayfield right now. They seem very confident about Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield will be pretty good this year.
Right.
You surround him with the right weapons, he'll be fine. And in the NFC, Baker Mayfield will do fine in the NFC.
Right, and especially like the Vikings have lost a lot of like players. I mean, just look at the Browns. They took two of the Vikings defensive linemen.
Yeah, they're great.
So I don't really super believe in the Vikings this year. Okay, so next up we got the Tennessee Titans going to New Orleans to play the Saints. Who you
got? Tennessee Titans, New Orleans versus Saints. Oh, we talk about two teams that are going to be bad this year.
Well, I don't think either of these teams are going to be like horrendous, but I get.
Yeah, they're not going to be bad. It's just that like, all right, give me. Yeah, that's tough. And it's week one. We got a Saints. We got a Saints fan in the comments, so I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tennessee hasn't been good ever since. They just haven't been good lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Tannehill still the quarterback there? What's up with their quarterback situation? What's going on?
That is a good question. I believe Ryan Tannehill is the guy right now.
Yeah, but the league figuring him out, right? Like,
they also brought in DeAndre Hopkins. Don't forget.
Yeah, but I mean, he's old.
Yeah, he is, and their defense is just a shell of its former self.
I don't know. I'm just not buying it.
Yeah.
Who's home? Tennessee or the Saints?
New Orleans.
Yeah, give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
All right.
Even with Derek Carr in the new offense.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Thomas. I know you're annoyed with me doing this, but I'm going to have to agree on this one too. The quarterback situation is a mess in Tennessee, and Derek Carr is a good quarterback. And like I do like some of the talent on the Titans offense at the very least. The defense, good God, like who?
Well, I mean, you said it. Well, here's the thing though. You said it earlier about Joe Burrow, right? We said about Joe Burrow. Like it's not that Joe Burrow is always like super explosive on offense. It's just that Joe Burrow makes clutch time passes. So does Derek Carr. That's the difference between most games in the NFL are scored by only a few points, and Derek Carr is one of the clutchest quarterbacks in the NFL. So
Derek Carr also has a bad habit of clutch interceptions too, though.
Yeah. Let me make sure I got my picks right now. Falcons, Tampa Bay, Saints.
All right. So next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Washington to play the Commanders. And
give me the I'm not gonna go to the Commanders. Ooh, you know what? So Josh Dobbs is starting for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Week 1. He was only there for 2.5 weeks. The only thing is that is Ron Rivera still coaching the Washington team?
Yeah. Their quarterback's Sam Howell, though. Hey, your audio is super muted all of a sudden. I can't hear you.
Let me do something real quick.
There you go.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just there you go. All right, cool. So, so Josh Dobbs is playing for Arizona. He was the backup quarterback he was the third string quarterback for the Browns. They got rid of him. and he only had 2 weeks of preparation. So I wouldn't, if I was a betting man, which I am, I wouldn't put any stock in the Cardinals to winning this game because I'm not saying that Josh Dobbs will do a bad job in Arizona. It's just that 2 weeks to prepare, and Ron Rivera is a veteran coach, so I think that he should be able to get Washington prepared for that Week 1 game. So I'm actually gonna go Washington over the. I'm gonna go Washington here over Arizona. Arizona's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah. I once again, I picked who I was going to pick before you said anything. Not trying to agree with you every time, but the Cardinals, I think, are going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. Period. Point blank. No debate. I think they're going to be awful this year. So I'm going to pick the Commanders just because. Duh. I'm not saying the Cardinals are going to go 0-17 this year, but I am saying I don't know when I'm going to pick them to win.
I think it's Chase Daniel for Caleb Williams. And Kyle Herschel for baseball.
And then Caleb Williams also might just decline to go because of that. Okay. So next we got the Green Bay Packers and traveling to Chicago to play the Bears. Who you got?
I'm going with Packers.
Okay.
I'm not buying a Bears fight. And I don't think Jordan Love is going to be horrible. I don't know how great he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be horrible. I think he'll be solid. I think he'll be about a respectable performance. And I just the Packers are a winning organization. The Bears haven't done anything. I mean, you know what though? I like the fact that they stuck by the quarterback and they traded to build around him. I just not buying it yet for the Bears. I think the Bears are going to be. I think the Bears are going to take a step forward this year. I just don't think they're going to take a leap this year.
That's fair. So I'm going to disagree with you for the first time. Now, here's the thing. I have picked the Chicago Bears to beat the Green Bay Packers quite a few times on this segment. And every single time I look like an idiot. But I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
You have. Sorry, that sneeze.
That's fine, but I believe that the Bears are going to be a lot more competitive this year. Maybe not. I think I agree that in some ways they're a little overhyped, but I do think they're going to be more competitive, and I think the Packers are going to take a major step back. I don't think Jordan Love is going to be terrible, but I think it's going to take him some time.
What's up with you picking the Bears over the Packers, man? Like that's funny, actually. We had guests on the show. You were like, the Bears.
I don't know why either. We got to get Alex Peterman back to chastise me for picking the Bears again.
Dude, that was funny, man. That was funny.
All right. That's funny. Next up, we got the Raiders traveling to Denver to play the Broncos. Who you got?
Give me the Raiders.
Why?
Jimmy Garoppolo's quarterback in the Raiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two very interesting situations. I think that you know what it is that you ever see a relationship and you see two personalities in a relationship and you just like, man, that's not gonna work. That's honestly Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. I look at them as two
Russell
people
Wilson.
in a relationship. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Like, there's a chance that Wilson might be cooked, and there's a chance that Sean Payton might be like, I don't know. It just sounds like Sean Payton is just walking around the room. He was walking around the Denver locker room like he's the man, and these demands, these rules, the stuff that he's making players to, like he's trying to stamp on the organization, but I don't know, man. It just sounds like it might go a little flat. I just think that I don't know if Sean Payton's going to be this miracle person to fix everything. Which is crazy to think about because Sean Payton's been awesome, but you never know, man. Sometimes coaches lose it.
So you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
So the Broncos are going to win this game, Because I think that Sean Payton is actually the exact person who Russell Wilson needs. Because I think that Russell Wilson showed up in Denver and expected to have the same success he had in Seattle by just doing the same thing. And he's Mr. Unlimited. And he's just going to be like, this crazy guy is going to show up and he's just going to be immediately awesome right away. And then he got smacked with reality when he got there.
Man,
I think Sean Payton is the kind of guy who can bring him back to reality.
Man, I remember back in 2010, 2011, Kanye West decided to date Kim Kardashian. And my friend was like, oh, this is horrible, man. Kanye West can't be dating Kim Kardashian. It's a horrible thing for Kanye West. My friend was like, no, this is exactly what Kanye needs. Kanye needs a Kim Kardashian. So I was like, all right, man, whatever. Sounds like it's gonna break up.
It could turn out terrible. I'm not saying it won't. What I'm saying is I think that Russell Wilson's going to be better this year because he's going to be adjusted to the Broncos a little bit differently. I always am skeptical about quarterbacks when they go to a new team in their first year, especially when they were so successful in their previous organization. So I think I already thought Russell Wilson was going to be better. And then I saw everything that Sean Payton's been doing, basically trying to, like I said, smack him with a dose of reality, like bring him down off his high horse. And I think that's exactly what Russell Wilson needs.
Man, McDaniels, the sauce, the Bill Belichick spaghetti. Yo, you got, and Garoppolo, man, he's not a bad quarterback. He really is. He's very stable. We win games.
I don't believe in Garoppolo.
I don't know how. I don't either, but somehow he wins. I don't know how, but you be sitting there and be like, well, he's winning.
So Galladay said the biggest problem with the Broncos outside of Russell is the exact reason why Sean is needed. Name one wide receiver on the Broncos you would take in your first fantasy round picking list. And I can tell you right now, I would absolutely be very happy to have Cortland Sutton on my fantasy football team. Now, it wouldn't be the first round by any means.
Yeah, Sutton's pretty good.
Well, a lot of guys aren't going to be first round picks.
First rounder, but Sutton's a really good receiver. Who knows? I don't know, man. Russell. The thing is, though, is that y'all talk about Watson in 6 games. Russell had 2 bad seasons in a row.
He didn't have 2 bad seasons. He had a down. Yeah, he had a not amazing season in Seattle, and then he had a bad season with Denver.
He did, man. That's 2 bad seasons. He did not look like Russ that last year in Seattle. And I'm sitting here.
It wasn't.
And I said on this podcast. I said this on this podcast. Maybe Seattle just don't think Russell has to.
I think Seattle didn't do a good job putting talent around him, to be honest with you. I think they've done an amazing job putting talent around Geno Smith. But I don't think they did a good job putting the right talent around Russell Wilson.
We're going to see.
I think they expected Russell Wilson to be like the elite franchise, like top 3 quarterback in the league. And he does it all, and you don't need anybody else to do anything else. And I think that was Seattle's problem. And then I think that might have been a similar problem in Denver because everyone's like, oh, he's the savior. And it's like, well, no. I mean, he's a good quarterback. But he was really good when he was really, really good in Seattle. It was when he had a lot of talent around him and he could do a lot of, various different things. I mean, he was a 3rd round pick for a reason.
No. Yeah. I mean, he was a quarterback. We're gonna see, man. I think Sierra got this beat is automatic, supersonic. 1, 2, fresh. Who got next?
All right, next we got the Eagles traveling to New England to play the Patriots. Who do you got?
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles. Okay, we're moving.
Patriots might put up a good fight, though.
I don't think so.
Eagles.
I don't think the Patriots are going to be awful this year by any means, but I think the Eagles are going to be the NFC juggernaut, not like last year where it was kind of back and forth. I think it's going to be the Eagles this year, and then the Patriots I think are going to be like one of those teams that's on the playoff bubble.
I mean, a good coach only take you so far. You don't have the talent.
That's the
You
thing.
don't have talent.
They don't have the talent. They have Mac Jones at quarterback.
They don't have nothing. They don't have no talent at all. They don't have no talent at all.
Gallaudet says Eagles. I gotta agree with you. All right.
Yeah.
So next, we got the Dolphins going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
Shit.
Close one.
I'm going to begrudgingly go with the Chargers. My first sports bet that I won last year was betting against the Chargers, or I say one of the first sports bets I won last year. I won a lot of money in the Chargers last year because when they were playing against the Jaguars, my friend, when they were losing, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to put $10 down that the Jaguars can come back in this game for the Chargers. Like, I didn't trust their coach, who's actually a Northeast Ohio native. Why am I blanking on his name right now? Who was the coach of the Chargers last year? Was it Nagy?
Staley.
But anyway, Staley,
Brandon
yeah. But I'm going with the Chargers in this game, actually. It's close.
Okay. I'm not. I'm going with the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins roster in general better than I like the Chargers. I like Tua better than I like Herbert. At least.
You know what? Yeah, I'm changing. I'm going with the Dolphins too, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just here thinking about it. Like, the Dolphins are explosive, low-key. Like, they looked explosive last year. I feel like they were just coming to something. I'm the Dolphins. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, and then the other thing is I like what's his name? The skinny nerdy dude who coaches the Dolphins. Why can't I remember his name? Mike something? Is that right? Whatever. I like him better than Brandon Staley. Like, I don't like Brandon Staley as a coach at all.
You talking
Like,
about
after last year, like I used to think Brandon Staley was going to be a great coach in the NFL, and I no longer am of that opinion. I think he's bad.
Wait, they didn't fire Brandon Staley?
Nope.
They didn't fire him?
Nope.
After he blew that league in the playoffs?
Nope. No, he didn't.
Against a rookie quarterback or second-year quarterback?
Nope.
They didn't fire him after that?
Nope.
Yeah,
especially after those stupid decisions he made during the game.
Dude,
being overly
the
aggressive in
weren't-
situations that didn't even call for it.
The Chargers are a weird team to me because I remember when we beat them last year, or when we should have beat them. We didn't beat them last year. We should have beat them last year. I remember thinking
that's
game
part
like,
of my
damn,
issue
man,
with like Justin Herbert. I don't believe in him partially because I don't believe in the Chargers to develop him.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we got the Rams going to Seattle to play the Seahawks.
The Rams are gonna be. Ooh, wait, is Stafford back? What's going on with Stafford?
I think Stafford's playing.
He is back.
Mm-hmm.
Is he like Matt Stafford again?
I don't know. We haven't seen him play.
Or like
the season's just starting.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks because I think the Seahawks are gonna build on what they did last year. I think they're gonna be pretty decent this year. And as far as the Rams goes, they got Matt Stafford, and I mean they got Cooper Kupp, and they got a couple guys, but like they're a very shallow football team. They don't have a whole lot going on there. Aaron Donald's the only guy I believe in on the defense, and it kind of reminds me of when late career Geno Atkins. He didn't do a whole lot because the Bengals didn't have much to put around him.
Oh no! Shit! Oh shit! I didn't think my phone's going dead. I didn't think it was even charged. I was charged. No.
Okay. Are you there? I think we lost Thomas. Well, that sucks. Okay. So then, well, I guess it's just me now. Can I move that? That's okay. We were about done anyway. Here we go. There we go. Move that down a little bit. All right. Well, we were about done anyway, I think. Hopefully, I don't know if Thomas comes back before I finish the episode, but last games left. the Cowboys and Giants, and it kind of sucks because we didn't do any of the AFC. Oh, there's 2 more games left before the AFC North games. So Cowboys and Giants. I'm going with Cowboys because I feel like the Cowboys are a really good football team, and the Giants I feel like were fraudulent to some extent last year. I do believe Daniel Jones is going to be a little bit better this year, or at least more productive this year. But I think the Cowboys are just going to be a really, really good football team this year. The only thing is I don't super believe in Dak Prescott, but that's who I got for that. I'm taking Cowboys over Giants. And then we got the Bills and the Jets in New York. And this one could be tough. Like, I mean, it could really go either way. I'm gonna go with the Bills, but if the Jets, like, it just really depends on if Aaron Rodgers is like ready to be Aaron Rodgers. That's the main thing, I think, right? I think that the Bills are a little bit more like ready to go, and I definitely believe a little bit more in the Bills right now. So I'm gonna go with the Bills, but like I wouldn't be shocked to see the Jets take that game. All right. And then let me see. Might just have to wrap up. Might see if I can have Thomas send me his predictions, and then we'll put that up in tandem with this. But okay, so as far as the AFC North games, I'm picking the Bengals. Thomas is picking the Browns. We already talked so much about that the rest of the podcast. I don't think we need to talk about that much more. We got the Steelers and 49ers. Like the 49ers are like a juggernaut. Steelers are not. Me and Thomas disagree on who the worst team in the AFC North is, but I think it's the Steelers. So I think they're probably going to lose. The 49ers, I think, are going to crush them. It is in Pittsburgh, though, so I don't know. Maybe they might surprise. And then you got the Texans and the Ravens. Like, until further notice, like, I mean, there's some theories about maybe the Texans could be good, but until we see it, I just don't buy it. We'll see, but I don't know quite yet with the Texans. I don't quite buy it yet. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens. Ravens always start hot. So I think it'd be kind of crazy if the Texans managed to win that game. All right. So I think that's pretty much all we got for the Battle of Ohio podcast. If Thomas comes back, then we'll get his thoughts. But I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up now. And if he doesn't get here, he doesn't get here. But thank you all so much for watching the Battle of Ohio podcast for the 100th Battle of Ohio. We are now fully on OBS and not on StreamYard, so I apologize about some of the wonkiness that kind of happened with everything. But we should be getting it more clear going forward. Me and him are going to try to do more Battle of Ohio podcasts. Like we kind of took a break in the off season. We're going to try to come back during the regular season. Just really depends on when we actually have time for it. But thank you so much for watching. You can find more of what I do at Kyle Phelps92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/Phelps, the Battle of Ohio podcast, which is this now fully independent. And then on YouTube, if you subscribe, because I have my own channel. And then Thomas, you can find him at T_star94 on Twitter and Instagram. And then on YouTube and TikTok, he's the Thomas J Network. And you definitely want to go check out his stuff because he puts out some cool stuff from time to time. So, yeah, that's pretty much for this, guys. I'll leave y'all with a hoo-day. And Thomas would normally say go Browns, but he's not here to say that, and he's wrong anyway. So, that's pretty much it. Say it.